Wow, what a cluster that was. Yeah.
Dude, nice. Looking good, man. Looking good.
So real quick, I know you're on a time constraint here, but so I saw the videos that you sent me about the vinyl on the Muse, and that is not fucking cool at all.
No, it seems like a bit of an issues are popping up now. So we're like a week and a half, 2 weeks in, and it seems like I'm getting people sending me emails with links to some issues they're having. Blah 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 blah. What have you been hearing?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. The other thing that one of them was about the uh, how it was getting stuck, like it was on like a panic mode. Synthesizers have that; it happens.
Yep.
Computers have it. So I just think that would be a firmware update, if anything.
Yep.
I don't think I don't think that's a major issue. And I think you said that they already have like 1.2 or whatever out now. So
Yeah.
to fix that. So, but the thing that bothered me the most was the overlay on the front panel. I guess is vinyl, and I guess it's heating up really bad.
Yeah, it's
And
getting hot right in the center of the back of the Muse, apparently,
yeah,
and it's bubbling.
so that's one thing about like Behringer and the Arturia Polybrute is
Mm-hmm.
they put fans in their stuff.
Yeah.
Fans can be noisy. They can be a pain in the ass. Fans tend to go too. But I mean, I don't know if there's a fan in the Muse. The problem is you and I both haven't had a chance to put our hands on one,
Yeah.
to see what it's like, But dude, like that's some major shit, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, for a $3,500 synthesizer, for them to put that in vinyl when the thing is going to get hot it's an interesting mistake, or an interesting, we don't give a shit, get this thing out ASAP because this is 5 years in the works, we got to get it out and it sounds great. So we'll deal with just get it out now and we'll deal with the vinyl later. If it starts bubbling, we'll deal with it. Or they just kind of said, you know what, we're going the cheaper route. We don't care. I don't know. It's interesting that there. And then I had a bunch of people write me and say they're having calibration issues, but that seemed to be something that if they just keep recalibrating it multiple times a day for a few days, it just, everything starts to work out and be fine.
Yeah, and I believe that's a
Yeah.
firmware. Well, like
Yep.
all that can be done. That's all software stuff. So all that can be like fixed.
Yeah.
The thing is, I had mentioned this to you before. I have a $699 Behringer that doesn't have vinyl on it. It's silk screened.
Yeah.
I've got the Rev 2 that doesn't have vinyl on it. It's silk screen. These are a lot cheaper synthesizers than $3,500. Am I poo pooing the Muse? No, I think the Muse sounds amazing. But either they drop the price or they fix that problem, because that to me is not a $3,500 synth. At this point, I pay 25.
Yeah. If you use that a lot, or you're in some like a kind of like a warmer place, then if that starts bubbling up and starts peeling off, people are going to be pretty upset about that. So you might be right. We talked a minute ago and you said, if this does happen and they're like, screw it, get these out and we'll deal with the vinyl thing later because we need to get them out, and they missed something and it kind of slipped through the cracks, which is weird. But if they slip through the cracks, then like you just said earlier before we went live, they might pull a bunch of these back after they screen print the second and third batches, and then they might just screen print them and put them up as open box. I don't know, and send everyone a new one. That'd be a weird thing to do though, because I think for $3,500, what do you want to call it, an elite luxury synthesizer, you can't have the whole front panel peel off, man.
Yeah, and like I said to you, the Sub Fatty that I owned, that was an overlay.
Yeah.
And I didn't have problems with that. I just had problems with my voices. But I mean, and I had problem with the ladder filter. But other than that, the overlay on mine was fine. But I know that was an issue with some people, peeling, fading,
Yeah.
like it would wear off. So I mean, it's weird, dude. Like, I mean, this is big. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I think where people kind of like had gas and spent a lot of money, $3,500, they got it right away. the firmware thing is going to be a bit of a panic. A few people will panic, right, when they start turning on.
Yeah.
If they haven't updated the firmware, they're going to do a little bit of a panic. So that's fine. What the things we're going to have to look out for where this is made in, I mean, I think someone said it says made in America, but I don't think it's made in America. It could be. But anyways, if the vinyl and not screen print, if that whole front panel starts peeling off for people and bubbling, it's going to be a big problem. If faders and knobs start kind of giving away a little bit, that'll be a problem. And we're going to have to watch out for it. We got a couple months now to watch these things. People are sending me stuff. So I'm going to compile a little spreadsheet of these YouTube videos. And then if there is enough problems coming out, I'll do a video on all the problems. But
Country Fair 74, how's it going, bro?
what's up, Country Fair? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, so, real quick too, you know, like the issue about it, the other issue that the guy had shown on that video, where, you know, it took over a minute to basically boot up. I mean, for nothing, it's an analog synth.
Yeah.
My Matrix Brute, I gotta when I turn that on, dude, I gotta let that sit for a while to warm up. The don't work right. You know what I mean? Space Capsule, the issues are vinyl is peeling off of the Muse, and people are complaining about it not warming up fast enough, and people are complaining that it gets in a panic mode. And again, that's all software stuff, but the vinyl peeling is not cool.
Yeah.
We're talking.
The vinyl peeling, like a bunch of people are saying for a $3,500 synthesizer, this should have been screen printed. The panel should have been screen printed.
Absolutely.
And they did a vinyl, which, like we just said, could have been an oversight. It could have been, you know what, this is ready, get it out. We're burning through too much cash. Get this thing out, and we'll basically go into SOS mode as this is happening. And second and third batch, maybe we'll do a screen print, and then we'll work out something with all the initial. But I don't know. That's crazy. That's a big. Everything's going too good for everything, right? Don't you think? Everything's going a little too good right now. So this vinyl thing is kind of like, oh, come on. You didn't just screen print the panel. You did a vinyl on a super powerful 8-voice analog beast that's going to get a little hot. Oh, no.
Yeah, dude. And like, you know, if they did do the vinyl and they charged, if they charged like $2,300 for it, and it was a vinyl, I don't know. I wouldn't see a problem with that. That is expensive. But again, like I said, I have a $699 synth from Behringer that has screen printing on it. So what the frig is up with that? So, I mean,
that's what's making me think it was just, you know, you send in your order to the factory in China or Taiwan or wherever the hell is making it. You send in your order. Let's hope that they didn't do it in Nashville and the boss just whipped the vinyl on with a credit card and a bit of soapy water. But if they did it over in China, maybe someone didn't check the box. You know, screen print vinyl, and they just went chick, 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 chick. And now somebody at head office at Moog is being like, who the hell put the friggin' vinyls on the goddamn Moog Muse?
No,
that's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing.
I mean, you know, and Space Capsule just said, yeah, man, not cool indeed. I'd be so pissed. And yeah, I mean, so like I said, if they drop the price and this is the route they're going, because again, you know,
and listen, there's nothing wrong with a good vinyl, because if you look around, tons of cars have vinyl wraps, right? Yeah. So car engines get hot. They get much friggin' hotter than a Moog Muse. So if it's a good vinyl job, it might be fine. And like you said, you might just be getting one or two of these now that have little bubbles. Like, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like the whole thing was peeling off, but it looked like the dude only had it for like a week and there was already bubbles. He was seeing, listen, when you're OCD and anal and you get a brand new thing for $3,500 and you look at it and you start seeing bubbles under, dude, I freak out when I put one of those things on my phone and I got a bubble under it, you know? Yeah. I'm like, come on, I got one right now. And every day I look at it and get pissed off. So I can't imagine if this phone cost $3,500.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's why, like, you know, and I got to say to the guy that was doing the video, he was really cool.
Yeah, right on. Everything else is great.
Yeah, he said he loves it. You know what I mean? But those issues would definitely piss me off if I spent that kind of money.
Yeah, now, it pissed me off too.
We also know that there was a company out there, and they closed, unfortunately, who used to do vinyl coverings and some of the stuff he did was awesome.
Haikun or something? Or
made the Deep Mind look like a Juno 106. That was awesome.
Yep.
And I heard people love the vinyls. They said they were awesome. They stuck really well. So I mean, it's not a bad thing, but at $3,500, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, $3,500, dude. That's a bad. Well, and it's a bad thing when everything is going so perfect right now. Like everything for the Moog Muse is going so flawless. The bars must still be popping champagne in Asheville or wherever they move their new office to, or Taiwan, wherever it is. They should be popping champagne. And this vinyl thing, I just hope that it was only this guy's synthesizer. Because you know, if you got a piece of dust on the synth when you lay down the vinyl, you're going to get air bubbles.
Absolutely, yeah.
So let's just hope that, you know, 20 to 30 Moog Muses have a vinyl issue and then thousands of others don't, and then it's fine. And then they can get a replaced from the factory. But the Moog should think about doing the second, third batches with screen printing if they're going to be doing the big daddies.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, look at the Polybrute. I mean, the Polybrute, again, that's not one of my favorites. It's a nice synth, but you know, that's all screen printed.
Yeah, I'm all Polybrute 12 now, so they get that vinyl sorted out. I'm off the Moog train. I'm off the Moog train, dude. I'm Polybrute 12 now.
No, I'm still on the Moog, bro.
All right, it's me and you. Polybrute 12 versus Moog. You get the Muse. I'm getting the Polybrute 12. Probably about 10 years once I save up enough money, and then we'll do a comparison. If the vinyl's still on your Muse in 10 years, then I'll trade in my Polybrute for a Muse.
I'll just peel the vinyl off and use like a silver Sharpie.
Yeah, you know what, dude? If I got, this might sound blasphemous, I think, but if I got the Moog Muse right now, I would get a cream vinyl and put across it. I would turn it cream. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Like
Listen,
that cream green.
Oh yeah, baby. I got to get back to work. I think this stream too, if you X me off, I think you still might be good to stream, or you do your live stream after. I don't know. You can play around with it, but great chat. I'll hit you up later after work, man. Listen, I'll keep an eye on the Moog Muse stuff, and if I get any more links sent to me, I'll just send them your way. And
yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah, we'll follow the Moog Muse drama now because we might have a Moog Muse gate happening.
You never know.
All right, baby. You take it easy.
All right, dude. Ciao.
Woo.